We're going to try a little bit of role play for this ASMR to help you get to sleep a little bit faster. How would you like to be in a health class that turns into a comedic class? So I'm going to read from two books and in between try to give you some sounds. Now, unfortunately, I can't hear it myself, so I don't even know if it's working. But hey, we'll give it a try. Today we're going to talk about the plant paradox. Now sit down there over there. I see you. I need your full attention. No, not you, the one next to you. Yes, you. You're new here, aren't you? I guess we have to go over some ground rules then, don't we? All right. While I'm reading, no one else is talking. You got that? Good. And no note passing either. What is this, fifth grade? All right, so eighth grade, but geez, come on. Going to learn about the plant paradox. This is a book that not enough people know about. Written by Dr. Stephen Gundry. This is pretty amazing. Really changed the way I looked at what I ate. Wake up, or I'll be throwing the spitballs at you. What the hell? So, part one, the dietary dilemma. Dr. Gundry is a cardiac surgeon for kids, so pediatric cardiac surgeon. He's been looking at people's hearts all his life and sees the damage that the foods have done to their hearts. Come on, kids, you can handle this. You need this information, all right? The war between plants and animals. Don't let the title of this chapter worry you. You haven't mistakenly dipped into a botany textbook or parachuted into the set of Avatar. You have my assurance that this book will help you learn how to be slim and energized and lay the foundation for vibrant health and longevity. If you wonder why knowing how plants operate could possibly affect you, to say nothing of whether the plants operate could possibly affect you, to say nothing of whether plants possess intention, sorry about that, fasten your seatbelt and prepare to be amazed as we take a brief tour through the last 400 million years. And no, don't fall asleep because it goes fast. Along the way, you'll come to understand that leaves, fruits, grains, and other vegetable foods aren't just sitting there accepting their fate as part of your dinner. They have their own sophisticated way defending themselves from plant predators like you, including the use of toxic chemicals. But first, let me make one thing crystal clear. There is no question that consuming certain plants is essential for good health, and therein lies the paradox, the plant paradox. They power your body and provide most of the hundreds of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants and other nutrients that you need not just to live, but also to thrive. Over the last 15 years, more than 10,000 of my patients have found that following my plant paradox program results in both weight loss and remarkable reversals of numerous symptoms. Meanwhile, people whose digestive issues had made them unable to keep pounds on were finally able to achieve and maintain a healthy weight. Unlike the paleo diet and other low carb or even ketogenic diets, all of which stress heavy meat consumption, you'll be dining mostly on certain plant foods, as well as a small amount of wild fish and shellfish and the occasional serving of pastured meat. I also provide vegan and vegetarian variations. Now here's a shocker to start off your re-education. The more fruit I removed from an individual's diet, the healthier he or she became, and the more his or her cholesterol numbers and markers for kidney function improved. The more I removed vegetables that have lots of seeds, such as cucumbers and squash, the better my patients felt, the more weight they lost, and the more their cholesterol levels improved. By the way, any so-called vegetable that has seeds, such as a tomato, cucumber, or squash, and even string beans, is botanically a fruit. Wake up over there. Okay, you two will need to move away from each other. You two will need to move away from each other if you can't handle it. Move away. My God, how hard is it, really? Jeez. Teaching. Oh. So where was I? Plus, the more shellfish and egg yolks the patient ate, the lower their cholesterol numbers. Yes, that's correct. Eating shellfish and egg yolks dramatically reduces total cholesterol. As I said in the introduction, forget everything you thought you knew was true. Now, since I had possibly put you to sleep, I'm going to wake you up with a little bit of Irma Bombeck, one of my favorite, all-time favorite comedians. There's her picture. She unfortunately passed away, I think, over a decade ago. But you get to hear her travel logs. And the book is called When You Look Like Your Passport Photo, It's Time to Go Home. This is in Papua New Guinea. Shots started about 2 minutes. They were followed closely by the sounds of broken bottles being thrown at the hotel and screams from the room next door. Lying next to me in bed was a lunatic who brought me to this place to shed the stress of kids, phones, and meal planning anxiety. This was the 3rd week of our vacation in Papua New Guinea, and my husband and I were in the middle of a tribal war in a small village called Kundiawa. In the lull, we both stared at the ceiling of the dark room, not daring to move. Call me crazy, I said, but I don't think these people have a handle on tourism. My husband breathed deeply. I have told you before, the fighting has nothing to do with us. It's between 2 tribes. You do have a way of turning gray skies into blue, I said flatly. A dog barked. In the hallway outside our door, there were hurried footsteps and shouting that faded quickly. Did you know there is no water in this hotel? I asked. How many times do I have to tell you this is a 3rd world country? You can't expect to have a mint on your pillow every night. You have to appreciate the primitive charge of this place. Charm, not charge. Do you think it's safe to crawl across the floor to the bathroom? No, he said, and turned over to sleep. I couldn't close my eyes. What was I doing here? I was a woman who washed her tennis shoes every week, sleeping on a pillow without a case. A woman who hyperventilated when she found a roach in her grocery bag, sharing a park restroom with a snake coiled just above the commode. A woman who brought one nice dress with her to wear to church on Sundays, only to discover the natives went to mass topless. God, I hated being overdressed. I love Irma Bombeck. She used to have a column in the paper on a weekly basis, I think. She was writing about life as a homemaker. And she wrote just gobs of books. Anyway, very humorous lady. Vacations always sound so great on paper. They are supposed to save your marriage, save your sanity, bring about understanding in the world, clear up your skin, all those things. The truth is, if you do them right, they're hard work. They're like an outward bound experience with diarrhea. We pay a lot of money to sleep in airports, lug around suitcases twice our body weight, eat food we can't identify, and put our lives in the hands of people we have never met before. And I'm sorry about the background noise, but we are feeding our geckos. We have terrariums and the water tank just went up. So that might sound like I'm passing gas, but I'm not. Now that I've probably thoroughly confused you. Let's just hope this video worked. And if not, then give me comments below. Which microphone do you use for best results for ASMR? How about I give it a try? Thanks for watching. Come by later and sit down. Okay, class is over. I'll give you homework next time.